guys, hello Cancer. So today the series I'm bringing is seeing the bigger picture. This is regarding a friendship. So if you have a friendship that's broken, a friendship that you value, I'm gonna be showing you the reason, the divine reason why. So basically we're looking at it from the divine perspective as opposed to the earthly perspective. We're gonna find out the divine reason why circumstances separated you two. Okay, so where do we find those answers for Cancer, ladies? Okay. There's a very nervous energy. Why is that, Cancer? Feeling a bit weak and nervous. Let's see, let's get the information for you. Hopefully we can bring you back into balance through gaining understanding. Okay, so the card to come out, we have adversity. So there was a lot of adversity. I accept that challenges are the best. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So let's see the underlying freedom. Somebody wanted freedom. Freedom from judgment. Okay. For something that they did. That's what the service card is saying. So something that was done. And we got self-esteem and perseverance. Envy. And we have change. Brought loneliness. So that brought the separation. So let's read. Let's see what this is saying here. Okay, so it was adversity, so challenge. And the underlying was freedom, judgment, service, self-esteem, perseverance. So you don't want this person to look at you like you're less than. Perseverance, envy, change, loneliness. So you did something and this person moved on from you. They just accepted it. They accepted that what was done, and yeah, they have a heart of gratitude, and that brought them success. So it's like, okay, so that happened. All right then, I'm gonna let go and move on. And we have imagination, empathy, and happiness. So someone is imagining all these lovely things coming back. Worry, regret, failure, and doubt. Yeah, worry, regret, failure, and doubt. And we have grief under that. but trust is needed and patience. Okay. Okay, so the purpose is for you to go through this guilt so that you can bring back yourself into balance. So it's about you recognizing what you did wrong. Okay, and your balance will bring you an abundance of peace. Yeah, and you'll be able to look at the lighter side of life with the humor card there. So you're to surrender. We got health, and then we got forgiveness. So you're to surrender this situation. You're to let it go and put an end, says the death card, to blame. And have the courage regarding this friendship. Need to have discipline. Okay, so someone did not discipline themselves. Someone did not have self-control, and that lack of self-control brought in adversity. And now the next person is judging that person based upon what they did, and that's what split you two apart. Okay, so it's all about self-control. So the lesson that you're supposed to learn here, the universe is trying to teach you to be more thoughtful before you do things in the future. Okay. Okay, so mysticism card was just showing itself there. That's manipulation. Okay, magic, things like that. Dishonesty. Okay, let's see what else. Impatience. So some impatience was in the midst. So because of impatience, something was done, and now there's guilt regarding you and this soulmate. So you wanted to start something with the creation card that would bring abundance, but it was trickery. So you went about it in a dishonest way. And then there was a discovery, perception. So the way somebody understood something, it brought the ending, the completion. Okay. So there was an impatience. You were impatient about something, and you went about it in a way that you should not have, because the way that you went about it brought the separation. So, like I say, lack of self-discipline. Let's see what else. one landed right in my hand. Let's see. So we have reacquaint yourself with one of your creative pastimes. So it's either the universe is trying to get you to reacquaint yourself with something of your past. Clean up a room. So clean up a room in a reading like this is telling me that it's about cleaning up your act, cleaning up your mind. So reacquaint yourself with one of your creative pastimes. Can we have some more information on this, please, Most High, just so that I make sure that I'm giving the right information. So where do we find that? I just saw focus on your money, be kind, and ignore. So you were focused on your money, and instead of being kind, you chose to ignore being kind. So you were impatient for some financial gain, and in the midst of that, you hurt this friendship. Yeah, so you want to focus on your money. There we go again. All right, so let's see. At the bottom of the deck, we have go slow. So that's, gentle at the bottom of the deck. So that's the being kind there. Okay, so the cards to come out, we have go slow, and we have telepathy. So telepathy talks about the mind. You were supposed to take your time when making this decision in your mind. See, so this goes back to the same self-discipline. You didn't take your time with this money issue that you reacquainted yourself with. Could be a person, it could be the way that you were making your money. So we got gentle, and you put a stop to being gentle. You didn't want to go slow and steady, you wanted to go fast. We have loyalty, contract upheld, 3D blessing. So you chose to hold up the contract between you and whoever was gonna bring in this money to you, because money is 3D. 3D means the physical realm. Okay, so wherever you were gonna get these gains from in your physical realm, you chose to give your energies and your loyalties to that instead of this friendship. And we have be still, rejuvenate yourself. So God was saying slow down and do things that's going to revitalize yourself. It was a test. Dark magic. You chose dark magic and disloyalty. You chose to leave the advice from within. Seek advice within. So you chose to ignore your intuition, ignore the voice within you that was telling you to walk the other path. Okay? So, yeah. You chose to rough it up. You chose to go the hard way. God was calling you. The call was for you to do no evil. You were supposed to work light magic. You're supposed to gain these 5D blessings. So these 5D blessings are spiritual blessings, blessings of personal growth. So you were supposed to build yourself up in your mind, and then that would then transform your outer world. But because of the impatience, you wanted to build up your outer world and ignore the 5D blessings. And that made the contract was breached because of that. So the soulmate, the contract with the soulmate was breached by you making that decision. So this is all about you having self-discipline, following your intuition on doing what you know is morally right, as opposed to giving priority to your physical existence. You were supposed to give priority to your spiritual and mental existence, and that would then overflow into your physical existence. So instead of choosing the ways of the spirit, you chose the way of the world, in short. And that was the mistake. So it's about reevaluating your priorities. So this person was a blessing to you on a spiritual level, but that wasn't your value. That's not what you valued at that point of your life. Let's see. We got one more message. And now you feel insecure about how this person is viewing you from a spiritual perspective. Well, how did you show up from a spiritual perspective? How did you present yourself to this person from a spiritual perspective? So we have vulnerability. Vulnerability is feeling inadequate, feeling like people are mocking you, bringing you down, you know. Vulnerability is feeling exposed and not liking it. Exposed in a way, in a negative kind of way, where people might see you as weak, or in this case possibly putting money above things that shouldn't be. So we got vulnerability, then we have wish, then we have fortuity. So I was just told vulnerability equals weak. So feeling weak, that's the one. I went through all those descriptions trying to explain vulnerability to you, and I could have summed it up in one word: feeling weak. Okay, so we got vulnerability, wish, fortuity. Wish is, your personal desires, and we got fortuity. So there was, as you can see, it's like a fairy to grant you those wishes. All right, there was a fairy to grant you those wishes. So like I was saying, by you choosing to walk that spiritual path, it would have led you to the blessings that you were after in the physical world. Okay, after that we have companionship, and we have romance, and we have announcement. So there was talking or teaching, and we have venture. It was challenging to you. Rejuvenation, venture, Okay, so whatever was being said was actually rejuvenating you. So this person was actually through their communication with you, they were actually making you feel better within yourself. So the magic was actually happening. Yeah, there was kindness and encouragement, and they were awakening you. Okay, they were awakening you, but there was this fickleness because of your impatience for success in the material world. It was fickleness. So about the celebrations, yeah, your identity, victimhood blossoming. So this person was actually a blessing to you by giving you the tools that you needed spiritually to be a success in the physical realm. But that wasn't really pleasing you. You were like in and out of it. You liked it, but it wasn't really fulfilling your desires as you wish. Yeah, for these celebrations. And we have the identity card coming, and the victimhood, and then blossoming. Let's see, let's read on. Then we have Mother Nature, and then we have discernment, and then we have perception. So there came that opportunity for the upgrade in the physical realm. Then we have authenticity, divine love, listening, but there's insecurity regarding your self-worth. So you abandoned truthfulness, and you took charge with the authority card to do something with the aptitude card that brought you shame. It brought you shame, and it was a lot of work. It made your way hard, exhaustion. But that was destined. It brought you an abundance of guilt and wisdom. So although you chose the harder path, it taught you a lot. So it brought you guilt, wisdom, and healing, and laughter, and magic. And in your dreams, there was a lot of knowledge being given to you. But rejection. So are you rejecting what you've been seeing in your dreams? It's like the divine has been communicating with you in your dreams. Have you been rejecting it? That's what the cards are saying here. So the divine reason why there was a separation is because you chose the material over the spiritual. Yeah, you chose to put your energies and your attention and your love and your dedication into your material world, as opposed to putting all that energy into your spiritual world or mental world. But the irony is, once we are on the right path spiritually and mentally, it actually brings in the abundance that we seek. And even if we're not seeking abundance in the material world, it comes naturally, because by being true to your spiritual self, it actually means that you're being true to your destiny, to your calling, to your blessing. You see, so it's like the universe will recognize you when you're being your authentic self. If you choose not to be your authentic self, the universe will not respond to you in a rewarding manner. Okay, so you gained a lot from this experience, but the thing is, your journey would have been a very different story had you chosen the other path. So the reason for all this is for you to come to the conclusion as to whether or not you want to value your spiritual path, which will then open up the physical path to your abundance, or if you want to keep going after your abundance, which closes the door to your spiritual path, and it has to be forced open through negative experiences, horrible experiences, feelings of guilt and shame, and you know what I'm saying? The choice is absolutely yours, but those are the choices, and that's the reason for the separation. The divine reason for this separation is for you to recognize that the offer that's being presented to you right now is spiritual upliftment, which will then lead you to physical abundance, or physical abundance, which will lead you to spiritual upliftment, but in a rather tumultuous way. So that was the reason for this separation. Okay, it's for you to take stock of who you are and which path you truly want to take. All right, so I hope that you found this information helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.